So this scenario is going to be called the darkness of space. 10 days ago, you received a strange transmission from Earth about the sky being blotted out. Stars are no longer visible, and the sun begins to fade. The last viable transmission was 5 days after the distress call from Earth. You are astronauts aboard the Tartarian Blaze. This mission was meant to be a year-long mission, but with no communication from Earth, your time is now limited. The Tartarian Blaze is powered by solar energy. This means that with the sun rapidly dimming and light slowly dying, so is the Tartarian Blaze. Auxiliary power is at half of its full potential, and powering down quickly by keeping you alive. Your ship is also equipped with an AI named Apollo. Apollo is limiting the drainage of power to optimize your potential for living. Once other personnel saw the Earth was dark and the sun began dimming, they started ejecting themselves from the ship. Unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, they never gave Apollo the coordinates of where they would like to launch. You witnessed your crew members eject into the ever-growing blackness of space. You have decided to stay, even though there is only one escape pod left. You are so far from home right now, you're not even sure if you would even make it back to Earth, or if you did, make a safe touchdown upon re-entry. Second option is to try to launch to the nearest celestial body. You might have to take that chance if you want to escape. Lights are growing dimmer by the minute. Apollo has shut down the oxygen from some of the areas of the ship to conserve air for the remaining crew members. You notice that the other crew members have started to disappear. Only you are left. Where could they have gone? Are you losing your mind? You look outside, and you see a spot that is darker than the rest of the now completely blackened sky. Apollo announces to the remaining crew,
"Hello, remaining members of the Tartarian Blaze. They have arrived. Prepare for impact."
So that is our synopsis. That's how we'll begin our story.
They have arrived.
All right, so are you guys ready to get started?
I am.
All right. All you have to do is just have the 10 candles server up, and when it comes time to roll, you're just going to hit exclamation point, how many ever candles, and I'll let you know how many candles are left. D6, and it'll roll. Successes are 6s. Failures are 1s. Any 1s that are rolled will come to me, and I will use them to offset any chance for narration rights. So if you pass and you get a 6, and I have 3 dice in my bank, and I roll 2 6s or even 1 6, I get narration rights. So which means that you might have come to the armory and you passed that, but I may have won narration rights, and inside that armory could be a ticking time bomb or something like that. It might not always end well for you.
All right, let's go.
All right. So here's how we'll start. There are 10 candles. There will be 10 truths. The first truth and the last truth will stay constant throughout the game. The first truth is the world is dark. And now we'll go around, starting with Obadiah. We'll go Obadiah, Atoli, Sarah, and Natalie, and tell truths. The very last truth will be, and we are alive. Okay? Each candle represents a truth. So immediately, right off the bat, we have 10 candles. There will be 10 truths. 2 of those truths are what I just spoke. And
right.
as you go down in candles, there'll be less and less truths made.
All right.
So the first truth is the world is dark.
So now I can make a truth. Okay. Knowledge is power.
Atoli?
The meek shall inherit the earth.
Keep in mind the truths are what's going to push the story forward. So it could be even something like the spaceship has a backup generator or something like that. Sarah?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of one.
Okay, sorry.
No, it's okay. My brain just like shut down for a second. The backup life support systems do work.
Life support. Interesting.
Natalie?
We have enough rations for the 4 of us to last 2 weeks.
Okay.
2 weeks. Okay. Is it back to me now? Do we still have truths to go?
Yeah, but I'm going to add a truth.
Okay.
There is a backup generator located in an area where there is no oxygen. Now you, Daniel.
We have a powerful weapon.
Atoli?
Alien life exists that wants to help us.
Okay. We only want to serve mankind.
Yeah. And the last player character truth will be Sarah.
We did hear from Earth right before everything went dark.
Interesting.
So you did get a transmission from Earth maybe the day that we're starting or maybe the night before?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wonder how that truth could be perverted into a lie.
And the final truth is we are alive.
Yeah.
But for how long?
You ruined it.
So, you are starting on the
All right.
You're starting on the Tartarian Blaze. Apollo has told you that they have come and to prepare for impact.
Now, is Apollo like? Could we speak to the AI like through the system, or do like we have something attached?
You can
So-
speak to Apollo. I will also play Apollo.
We all far away from each other, or are we all in the same area?
You're all in the same area.
Okay.
We're gonna say that considering most of you said you were scientists, you kind of all work together.
All right. And
Jump to the nearest chair and strap down.
Brace for impact.
Apollo defined them.
Them are beings we know nothing about.
you know nothing. My friends, we must learn something about them. But totally. Do you think that there could be alien life, perhaps?
Your government has covered up the existence of extraterrestrials for a very long time. This is well known in Motherland.
Well, we did beat you to the moon, so, you know,
Kubrick directed.
that is true. No matter, though.
T-minus 10 minutes until impact.
Okay.
Oh, impact was imminent, and I get up out of the straps like I thought we were about to get hit by asteroid.
Well, whatever it is, I think it's gonna be probably aliens.
So did the power go out? The lights are all out. We need to get the power back on. Back up and running. And I will, I need to go check something. My collection of books is in room 2B, and I need to make sure that it is secure. It's my only lifeline back to Earth, you know.
Books. The power is failing means oxygen going to be failing. We need to kick the generators on or pick up comms to find out who the hell's running into us.
Well, then you go and achieve that, totally.
I'm assuming the generator and comms are going to be on opposite ends of the ship. I can't be two places at once.
Well, we have more than 2 people in the room.
Then don't tell me to do 2 jobs.
Sarah.
Yankee Doodle dandies.
Sarah, what do you think should be done?
I think Atole will go take care of the generator. I think you will stay here and
All right.
you'll be fine. You can get to them later.
Apollo, do you have a projection of where they'll impact the ship? Because if we secure that area now,
Why didn't I think of that?
It might-
Very true.
Apollo just comes back and says,
That is not information they want me to give you.
Apollo, are you under their influence?
I am made by humans. I have no influence.
They have taken control of Apollo. We cannot trust anything that he says.
They packed the AI.
T-minus 5 minutes till impact.
Apollo, what speed are they approaching?
Atole, go to the generator. Turn the lights back on so that we can at least see what we're doing.
I head off. I try to make my way to find the main power room.
so Sarah, you asked Apollo how fast they are going.
I did.
You look at the computer close to you, and you see that they're going almost as fast as you are, and they're going very, very, very fast towards you. They should be there, and your approximation is less than 5 minutes for impact.
Oh, God.
is there any way to communicate from where we're at, or would we have to go to the communications hub?
Apollo comes in and says,
If you look outside the window, you will be able to see them.
and as you look out the window, you see the black circle that appeared is growing bigger and bigger and bigger, as if it's getting closer and closer. And just as it gets towards the ship, it stops. And Apollo says,
All systems go. Lights are turned back on.
Well, that worked.
Atole, where are you?
I head back. I'm here. I stopped running in the hallway.
Wonderful. All right, you got the lights back on. Good work.
Yes.
They're right outside. What should we do? Should we shut... So now we've turned all the lights on and now they can see us.
Well, they didn't crash into us. I think we need to take control of the ship.
Well, we're in the control room now. So,
I thought we were in the science labs.
are we in the science lab? Where are we?
wherever there's a computer, you can see navigation.
All right. I head over to the computer. I start messing around on it, looking for navigation so that I can turn the ship. Or I also try to see if I could possibly... Is there any way for me to transmit a signal to the ship?
There certainly is, if you'd like to roll for it.
All right. I would like to try to send a message to the ship. All right. So what dice do I roll?
So you're going to roll. The command's going to be exclamation point 10d6.
10d6. 1
And
and 1 5 and 1 6.
Okay, so that means I have one dice, but that is a success. So now, you get to narrate what happens, and I also have a dice in my pool. So the next time someone rolls a conflict, it will be exclamation point 9d6.
Okay. Sorry, guys. I've lost us a die. All right. What should I ask them? Who are you?
Are they if they mean us any harm?
Oh, all right. I attempt to send a message to them. I type the message in, and I ask them, "Who are you? Do you come in peace?" Now they are probably a lot more advanced than we are. And I would assume that they can translate things from other languages because they understand the fundamentals of what language is made up of. they can probably understand most languages.
I would imagine that binary would probably be the best option. Or mathematics. I They'll get your transmission. They will get your transmission. And upon receiving your transmission, all of a sudden in your intercoms you hear a humming. And it's constant. It does not stop.
Music. It's talking music. What it could mean. Let me write some of this down. 1 moment. I start trying to analyze it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's about 6 notes in there.
And just as you're going over it, trying to decipher it, Natalie, you get a sharp pain in your ear. It seems as though for you the pitch is a little higher than it is for the rest.
Yeah. It's just really it's hard to listen to. I wouldn't call that music. It's more of like cats screeching or something.
Screeching?
It's really high pitched.
The rest of you, do you hear high pitched noise? Because to me it sounds like music.
It sounds like music. It sounds like it's a theme from a horror movie, but it sounds like music.
It sounds like Spielberg to me. Just notes and tunage. Hold on, let me look around here. And you had said that we all work together in the lab, so I'm assuming we're in a lab. I'm gonna find like some cotton balls and wax, or maybe some earplugs, or something like that.
Yeah, I would imagine there'd be something like cotton balls. But I tell you what, we're gonna have you roll for that. So roll 9d6.
Make sure you don't actually accidentally give her needles.
Either way, it'll stop the sound.
That's true. Yeah.
All right,
Blessed
so
silence.
that is a success, and that is also a failure. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll 1d6, and you gain narration rights for that. So you tell us what you found.
I'll start searching through different bottles and stuff and try to find like some cotton balls, and I'm looking at them like, no, I don't want to just shove these things in their ears. We're not going to be able to get out. And I looked through some of the upper cabinets, and apparently somebody was doing something with seismic waves in space. And there's a big box of the foam like you would find in a factory. Those foam earplugs with the blue strip so they're connected. And there's enough for each of us, and I pass them out to each of us. Here. Take this. In case it gets bad for you. Take this. Does this help? Is this helping at all?
The problem is, I don't know if I'd be able to hear everyone else, though.
Yeah, it helps you a little bit. Now you can hear the music.
Oh, wow. Right. I take mine, and I put them in my pocket for now.
Same.
Okay.
Now,
Are you feeling better? Is that helping?
Yeah. It's strange. I can hear the music now, but I shouldn't be able to hear anything. Right? With these.
perhaps they're not as strong as we thought, or perhaps their sound waves are stronger than we think.
Vulnerable
Just
density.
as soon as you get the earplugs in, you hear a voice over the intercom that is not Apollo, and says, "Crew of the Tartarian Blaze, this is your captain speaking. This is Commander Johnson. We are here, and it seems as though I thought we were under attack, but I don't know how many of you are left, and I don't know how long I will be here. All air is cut off. I have about 45 minutes of air left. I cannot reach Apollo. Godspeed."
So, poor Johnson. He's been under such stress recently with all the crew jumping ship. We should go up to him. Try to
If
help
his
him.
air's running out, perhaps we can get to the backup generator and keep him alive.
You mean the backup life support systems, right?
Backup life support.
Yes, alright. In case anyone wants to know, I graphed the noises of the music, and it's something along these lines, right? So it's 1, 2, 3, and down, 1, down again, right? It's almost like a lightning bolt, or mountains, or a stairway, or just it's very strange looking. Just thought maybe I could mention that. But anyway, let us go try to find. Where is Johnson now? He's in the captain's chamber, right?
Has anybody actually seen Johnson in the last 48 hours? He's usually right up our
I've
butt.
been here.
Yeah, we have.
Apollo then comes in and says,
Transmission incoming.
Accepted.
and you listen to the transmission, and it is a transmission from Earth. But from what you understand, from what Apollo has told you, it's been 5 days since the last transmission. This one seems to have come last night.
Oh, wow.
It's a distress call. It is a cry for help. And they are saying, whatever you do, don't come back. You're better off where you are.
We are accomplishing nothing, sitting in this room, playing xylophone with disc-killing creatures.
You think
We
that
must
they are...
get. We need to get control of this ship. We need to get out of this star system.
I have control of the ship. It says so right here. I go onto the computer and pull up navigation. Do I have a... Can I control the ship from the computer?
Yeah,
All right.
you can control it a little bit, but you can't. There's no thrusters. There's no anything like that. You can kind of just turn it, essentially.
Do we have... Wait. So since our lights came on, I look out the window to see if perhaps the shape is a little bit more distinct now. Or if I can see anything other than just a black blob now that we've got the lights back on. You would think there'd be lights on the outside of the ship as well, maybe flashing out into the darkness.
You see the inside of the ship is well lit. With the emergency lights, so it's like a orangish haze.
Oh, okay, that's why.
The outside of the ship, it has emergency lights as well, but they have completely been absorbed by the darkness.
Whatever it is out there, it sucks light in. Alright, we need to get up to the captain's chamber and get him to life support.
So
What they've said is that we're going to die. Or not that we're going to die, but that if we go back to Earth, we're doomed.
Doomed up here. How much oxygen do you think we have left?
When did that... So that transmission came in yesterday, correct, Apollo?
Affirmative.
I wonder if it could be these... Whatever they are out there trying to screw with us.
It's
might
hard
be.
to believe if it's from Earth because they've been without the sun for so long. I mean, if you think about it, within a day, plants would die. There'd be no way to increase the temperature. Probably be at least below freezing for days, eternal winter.
And how long have they been surviving there? How long has it been since,
it's been 10 days since the sun went dim. It's been 5 days since your last confirmed transmission, and it's been less than 24 hours, about 18 hours since the transmission that Apollo just gave you.
So we can probably assume, safely, that this recent transmission could be false. A false narrative, because it has been a long time since we've gotten a transmission back. We've sent multiple out, and they were not responded to, alright? Now suddenly they're going to? Or do you think that maybe they have all perished on them, and the world's gone into a new ice age because we've got no sun? Now, as you say, Atoli, we are accomplishing nothing sitting around here. So, do you want to all go up to the captain's chamber together, or should we split up, or what? Any other tasks that should be accomplished before They try to get in the ship.
Oxygen is failing. We must ensure life supports first, then thrust, then navigation. If we are going to leave this system, those are our requirements.
I
Am I wrong, Sarah?
You're not wrong. Are you reading any oxygen where the generator is?
So just to make sure we're on the same page, you believe that the oxygen, even though none of us have died yet from lack of oxygen, you think that we should go try to fix the oxygen before we try to get the hell out of here.
I think we should.
All right.
Because if we don't fix that, and they attack us, and they knock out the rest of our life support, we're screwed one way or another. We don't stand a chance in hell of getting out of here.
So wouldn't the ideal plan be to start the thrusters first and get away? Or do you think that we cannot outrun them and that it is only
I think
a
if we
matter of time?
discuss this forever, then we were going to die. When the life pods ejected, then life support started failing. Captain just said he got 45 minutes left. We listened to American Bookworm for 20 of it. Man is suffocating. I am going to life support. Who's coming with me?
I'll come with you.
I'm following you.
And I
Natalie?
look to Natalie. You know plants. This ship, it gets oxygen reproduction through bioluminescent system. Can we increase the output some way? You know those systems, don't you?
Yeah, of course.
All right,
I
let's
try.
go. And I head out, and I hope everyone follows.
We all do.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what we're gonna do is Atoli, go ahead and roll for opening the door. So roll 1d8, or I'm sorry, 8d6. All right, that is a success, and I also get another die. So let me see. I'm gonna roll 3d6, and you get to narrate what's on the other side of the door.
The door kicks open, and the yellow emergency lights are flashing down the hallway, like he said. It's eerily still and quiet. We've been holed up in the lab, and people were running this way and that way, and we're trying to save our work and get all our research notes together, try to figure out what the hell's going on. We head down the passageway, and those blinking orange lights that kicked on when the backup power generator kicked on, they start kind of clicking and buzzing every now and then, dimming down. Corridor splits, and I don't know. I don't know the way to life support. Who has rank here? I am just working.
I would know. I've been there before. And also Sarah would probably know since she...
I absolutely know the entire layout of the ship.
Alright. You lead the way,
Please lead
Sarah.
the way.
All right, Apollo. What's the oxygen status where the generator is located?
Oxygen, it's at 45%.
Fabulous. All right.
Please, we should stop interacting with the AI unit.
Probably.
Yeah, if one of you wants to open the door and suffocate, be my guest. That's fine.
Yes.
I'm following you, Sarah.
All right.
Same.
Okay,
Alright.
so as you are walking down the corridors, I'm assuming you're walking very hastily
Oh yeah.
down the corridors.
Yes.
The lights go out, and it is pitch black. And all of a sudden, you hear what sounds like a squirrel in the wall, like a skittering in the walls. And it goes by very quick. You hear it for just a quick second. But it's enough to put you at pause because of everything that's going on and because it's completely dark.
You all heard that, right?
I
Yeah.
kind of bang the wall where I heard it from.
I grab you by the shoulders. No, don't! Get away
You-
from the wall.
You hear
That's how you scare away the squirrels.
you hear a skittering, and it's skittering back from where you came.
Is
That's
the
right.
music from the broadcast still playing?
It's still playing. Yep.
Let's hurry up and get to the life support.
Let's run as fast as we can, guys.
Alright,
In pitch blackness.
Hold on
We
to
should-
somebody's shirt.
Yeah, person in lead put hand on wall, and then we hold hands in trail, and you just follow wall.
It's
Done.
like kindergarten all over again.
Yes, here we go. Let's go.
Okay, Natalie, you're hand in hand with them, correct?
Oh, yes, yes.
Okay, I will need you because you seem to be more of the sheepish of the crew. I'm going to need you to roll 7d6.
Hey, no.
Yeah,
that
no
is-
ones.
Now let me
Success.
roll here.
Oh.
Unfortunately, I win the narration rights on that.
I thought you only
so-
had 2d6.
No, I have 3 now.
Every time someone rolls a
Every
one,
time-
he gets another one.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't think she rolled a 1.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, well,
there's been 3 ones before that.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So on a tie, they win. So as you're running very hastily, and it's hard for Natalie to keep up, and she slips and falls, and she hits her head on the ground, and she's a little woozy.
Do any of us notice this? Like, do
Yes, because you're all holding hands.
Right. What was the order again? Sarah.
Me, you, and Atoli, Natalie.
All right. So Atoli would be the one who would notice. Atoli, do you mention it? Natalie fell.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I would grab hold tight. Hold on, and kind of like
All right, we
help
stop.
her to her feet.
Or I stop.
I will also stop.
What happened? Are you okay? Nat, are you okay?
I just tripped and fell. It's fine. I'm just a little disoriented. I'm fine.
All right, then let's go.
I
Well,
tighten my grip on Obadiah, tighten my grip on Natalie, and can you stand? I help to feet. Are you okay? Can you walk?
Yeah, I think so.
Go quickly. We continue.
I think we're good.
all right. Let's keep on going.
We don't have much time. He said 45 minutes, and we just sat around for I don't know how long.
Okay, as you're going, you make your way to a door. It is dark, but Sarah knows her way around the ship very well. She's been on it many times. She is the furthest in command of everyone here. Why don't you let us know maybe where you ended up and what you hope to find on the other side of that door?
All right. We ended up in the sort of main area, the main room, or just cafeteria.
Okay.
And on the other side of that door is the hall that leads toward where all of our backup systems are. So,
It's a
Let's
good thing
hope-
you know the
let-
ship so well.
yeah.
Let's hope that's right. I'm going to need you to roll 7d6.
All right.
We are running around in the dark, so.
Let's see what happens, guys.
How
Oh,
many-
well, one success.
That is a success. Let me roll here. As you're running down the hallway, or as you get on the other side of the door, there is in fact a hallway. But you notice that the little bit of light, because your eyes have focused, you see there is a hole in one of the walls on the side, big enough for maybe a cat that could like a cat could fit through, and it's folded out metal as if it bursted out of the wall.
Yeah, it's on the inside of the ship, not the hole.
The hole is as if it broke out of the wall, and now it is as if it's in the ship somewhere.
Oh, great. Okay.
God.
Apollo also comes on the intercom, and he says,
Project Starburst activated. Detonation in 10 hours.
Project Starburst.
Apollo, cancel that order.
You do not have authorization to cancel it.
She's the
detonation.
highest ranking person here. She has all authorization. We need
I don't know if I have this authorization.
we need
I'm-
the captain.
Unfortunately, I'm going to need authorization from the commander. Commander is in the commander's bay. Oxygen, 25% in the commander's bay.
Keep going,
So you
guys.
need to get Doc O2 going to him.
We are still heading towards
Yeah.
the captain, right? Or have we been heading towards the life support system?
We're headed towards life support to turn the life support on for the
Captain
captain.
doesn't suffocate.
Doesn't suffocate.
You said.
Uh, Is there anything? There's nothing coming out of the hole. It's just the light, right?
There's nothing out of the hole. Something obviously came out of the hole, and you do hear some skittering. It sounds like it's on the roof, on the ceiling.
I'm just gonna say space squirrels. It doesn't make any sense. I'm just gonna go with it. Let's keep going, guys. We don't have much time. If Johnson can't belay this order, we are absolutely fucked. So,
We should crouch and run. Stay out of nut throwing range.
So wait. They said Operation Starburst. Would that mean they're going to blow the ship up?
it's a self-detonation sequence.
You can ask
Is
Apollo.
that what they told you?
That's what I was told.
And you believed them?
Well, generally, when your CO tells you what something is, you believe them. Yes. So.
No, it is not a bomb, but we still need to shut it off.
Are any of you scared of dying?
if we-
At this point, when I signed up for cosmonaut school, I'll sign life away.
The
It
cessation
doesn't
of
matter
life.
if we're dying or not. The work we've done on this ship would be for naught if it all blows up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We would have no way to live on if this just exploded.
All of a sudden, the lights flash, and you hear, and they go back out.
Take off running, trying to push the hand I'm holding in front of me and drag the hand behind me.
I follow.
Go, 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 go.
Sarah is still in the lead, I'm assuming.
Flat out running as fast as I can at this point.
All right, you guys
The head
arrive.
left down.
You guys arrive to the door of. Where did you say you were going, Sarah?
Life support.
You guys arrive to the door where the backup life support systems are.
I don't understand why we're here. So what are we gonna do? Take oxygen and bring it to the captain?
We turn on the life support to the rest of the ship.
All right, fine, gotcha. I understand. All right. Let's open. Is the door locked?
The door is locked.
Of course it is.
Does it need a
You have the key, Sarah, right?
code or something? I assume there's a code box.
Yeah, you have the code, but because the electricity is kind of low, it might be a little finicky.
Okay. Can I try
What?
it? Code?
Yeah, you can try it. Go ahead.
Do you need me to roll?
I need you to roll 7d6.
Well.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Oh shit.
all right.
Oof.
We have reached the end of
Oh,
our.
frick.
We've reached the end of our first scene. This is how this scene is going to end. Sarah, trying her hardest to open the door with her key code. She gets so frustrated and angry that she starts hitting it in fear, and she's just completely scared. She's trying to hold it together for the rest of the crew, but she doesn't know what's going on. All that she knows is that the commander's life support is on the other side of that door. Upon doing so, she breaks the electric lock system, and it can no longer be opened. And that is the end of the first scene. The first candle will be blown out. We now have 9 candles, which means that you guys will have 9 die to roll, and I will have 1 die to roll.
Also resets. All right, interesting.
Yep. And so what we'll do here is we will establish truths again. First truth always being,
The world is dark.
and because Sarah failed on that, she will tell the first player character truth.
We're running out of air.
Natalie?
There's a manual override to the doorbell, unlock all the doors on the ship.
Totally.
My KGB training, I know how to hotwire that manual override for this door.
Obadiah?
Hidden in one of my books is a secret that could help us here.
Good one. Okay, it's my turn. They are on the ship. Sarah?
There's no such thing as space squirrels. It needs to be said.
Do you want that to be your truth? Because I think that might be a given.
I really do.
Okay. No space squirrels.
I know more than I'm.
I think we can make that true. All right, one more player character truth, and that would be Natalie.
The thing that popped out of the wall is only for reconnaissance, not for offense. Like, it's only to observe, unless it provoked.
Oh.
I like that.
That's interesting.
And
Okay.
the last is,
The world is dark.
so you are at the broken door, and Sarah, if you want to kind of let us know, roleplay that for us.
Okay. I'm very, very panicked.
You just broke it. We can't even get in now.
I know. I'm aware. I know. I'm just gonna frantically keep re-entering the code just to see if God.
If you know, why are you still entering the code?
I walk over to the side where Natalie is, who's probably looking at the manual override panel. Natalie, that's the panel, right?
I think so, but I thought it'll just open all the ship doors, not just this one. I haven't really learned much about it, but I believe that will help, I think.
If we can get the panel open, I think I can hotwire the damn thing to open just this door. Right,
Go for
open
it.
all the doors.
Go for it. That's totally good idea.
Apollo then comes in and he says,
Opening all the doors will suck the oxygen from the ship.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Let's not do
Let's
that.
not do that.
Is there a wrench nearby or anything? Some sort of. Is there glass in the door that one of us can break? I will just throw open eye through it.
if you want to roll 96, and if you succeed, you can definitely find something.
Let's see what happens. Hey!
Oh,
look
that's
at
a
that.
great success.
Good job, finally.
So, I mean, I'm not even going to roll because I only have one die. So, and you got 2 successes. So, why don't you tell us what you find and how you break the window?
I'm going to kind of fumble along the wall, find like our little maintenance cupboard thing where all of the stuff we don't want flying around in zero gravity lives, and pick up the first heavy thing I can get my hands on, which is probably a fire extinguisher, and just slam it against the glass in the door.
All right. And upon slamming that and breaking the glass, you do kind of cut your hand a little bit.
Great, bleeding, awesome.
It's a pretty good amount of blood, but because your adrenaline's pumping and your blood's rushing pretty hard, it's flowing a lot faster than a typical cut.
Okay.
Alrighty then.
All right. Who's small enough among us to fit through there?
Natalie.
Okay.
Probably Natalie, yeah.
Come here, Nat.
Natalie, can you fit in there?
I can try.
Okay, Natalie.
All right.
I'm gonna
Be very careful. There's a bunch of broken glass.
Yeah.
gonna need you to
Yeah.
roll 96.
Yeah.
And another question about the ship. Do we have like a gravity regulator? Like, do we have something on here that's keeping us on the ground?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, gravity is not an issue.
Okay.
Uh,
Just making sure we weren't floating this whole time.
It's not an issue now until unless one of you guys want to change the truce on the next candle. But,
Yeah. Mhm.
Don't give us ideas.
Okay, Natalie, you succeed very gratefully. So why don't you tell us how perfectly you get through the window?
So I assume we have like a uniform or like a lab coat. Like I take that off, like drape it over the broken glass before I like kind of squeeze myself. Probably not the most graceful, but manage to squeeze myself through the door. Is there any way on the other side of the door to manually open the door?
You tell me. You won.
So yeah, I feel at the door and try to feel for a lever to pull it down and kind of open the door out to the rest of the group.
The door is now open.
Wonderful.
Apollo comes through and he says,
Life support door open.
Thank you, Apollo. Thank you so much for pointing that out.
Master of the obvious.
You're welcome, Mr. Collins. And remember, they are here.
Thank you.
Totally forgot about them.
Yeah. All right, I follow. I follow Natalie and go inside the room. Let's turn this-
Apollo, are you projecting just to us, or are you projecting to them as well?
I project to the whole ship.
So they know where we are.
They are here.
Screw you, Apollo.
Thank you, sir.
All right, let's turn on the life support. We go inside.
Yeah.
We go inside and we let's see. It's dark, right? It's dark in there. I got to feel around.
it is dark. There is a little bit of emergency light in there that is on a completely different generator. There's always light in the life support room because that is probably the most important room in the ship.
All right. I look around for how to turn the thing on. So I look at all this strange machinery and flashing little tiny lights and the levers and the buttons and all the cool stuff. And I look around for a convenient big red button or on switch or
You see. There's really only one button. It's either you have the emergency life support on or you don't. So you can go ahead and hit that button and roll 9d6
to see if the button's pressed properly or if I somehow managed to, like, I don't know.
You might have got a little carried away and broke the button. We'll find out.
Oh god. All right, let's go. I think I got carried away. And broke the
boy.
button.
Great.
I got
And
two failures.
unfortunately, that is where we end our second scene. So you got a little too anxious and you hit the button a little too hard. And because it's one of those things that doesn't get used very much and only gets tested before departure from Earth, it's pretty fragile. It hasn't been used very much. So you break the mechanism, but it does turn on. And you hear a zzz, and that is the life support kicking on. Apollo comes over and he says,
Oxygen levels, 75%.
Okay, so me breaking the mechanism, what does that mean? We can't turn it off now?
it means that not only did you give oxygen to 75%, at levels of 75% to the whole ship, but because they are here, you also have given them oxygen as well.
Oh, they needed oxygen. Oh. Okay, interesting.
We'll find out
Yeah.
in the next round of
We'll find
truce
out.
what oxygen will do for them. So,
Oh, yes.
Ooh.
So we will blow out our second candle here, and we now have 8 candles, which means we have 6 player truths and 2 truths that are always there. The first truth being,
The world is dark.
and Obadiah, because you failed the roll and completed the scene, you get to do the first player truth.
All right. Oxygen is like a drug to them. Breathing it gives them something, makes them happy, or it evokes some type of emotion from them that makes them want more of it. And us turning it on, maybe their thoughts toward us are not as negative, maybe? Who knows? But anyway, it helps them, or it makes them happy in some way.
Okay. Totally?
Well, now I gotta think of something different because I was totally gonna say oxygen is like acid.
Something helpful.
Yeah. The captain is still alive. Where we just sent oxygen to make sure the captain had his oxygen. Like, he didn't off himself. He is still alive.
He is still alive, and he is still commanding the ship.
That is my truth. He is
Okay.
still alive right now.
Okay, Sarah?
They can sense blood like sharks.
Thank you for giving us that Especially when you cut your finger.
I am
Also-
bleeding profusely. I might as well.
Also, and I've been a bad GM by not telling you this, upon failures, remember you can burn your Vice, Virtue, Moment, and Brink. Just let me know. I won't immediately end the scene. That's my fault for doing that. I won't do that anymore.
All right, I get it.
We just lost to Toby, but Natalie, you're next. Truth?
They're headed to the emergency support now.
They are heading to the emergency support system?
Yes.
Okay. We've collaborated to figure out how to screw ourselves in the most spectacular fashion possible.
That's what makes it great storytelling.
Go out with a bang.
Yeah, let's do it. Literally, with Operation Starburst.
We are.
Well, you said there was a powerful weapon on board.
I did say that, didn't I?
Obadiah, you're next.
We have a literal atomic bomb on here.
Yeah,
We have a mini star.
you're
Wait.
next. Your next, Truth.
The captain will know what to do next.
And Atoli, you're the last player character, Truth.
There's a way to shut off the AI. Apollo.
Oh, yeah, nice. Thank you.
Ooh.
Nice.
Good. And all these truths, like you said, build on each other, right?
Yeah, for the most part. Yep.
Okay.
And the final truth is,
And we are alive.
Yeah. For now.
Nice to die for the moment.
so we are now at 8 candles, and we will start the scene on Obadiah.
When she opened the door, I ran into the room and smashed the button as quickly as I could, maybe a little bit overzealously, but whatever. Trying to save my own skin here and everybody else as well, but you know. All right, on. All right, the captain. We must find him now. We need to get him to turn off Operation Starburst, or at least, yeah, that's what we need to do.
All right.
Where's the captain's?
The captain comes on conveniently and says, "Get down to the captain's deck. What the hell are you guys doing?"
Down to the captain's deck. Let's go.
He
Now the lights still off, or-
he comes back in and he says, "Project Starburst is never supposed to be initiated on this ship.
Well, then turn it off.
It must have been Apollo." And then Apollo comes on and he says,
Was not me, sir. Maybe it was them.
That's what a suspicious AI would say.
Now, are the lights still off, or did they go back on?
"The lights, yeah, the lights are on. They're on the hazy orange, like emergency lights.
So the lights throughout the ship are still on. Okay, interesting.
Just think of Aliens, that orange haze."
Okay.
So we don't have to play
Oh,
tag team anymore. That's basically it. Like stumbling around in the dark.
No,
So-
you're good.
Okay, so I guess Sarah would lead us. I mean, I guess we would all know where the captain's deck is. So well, I guess we all just run down to the captain's deck.
Yeah,
All right.
the common area we know the location.
All right.
Right.
All right, so you get down to the captain's deck, and you see him through the window, and then he sees you, and he looks at you, and he kind of has a surprised look on his face because he really wasn't expecting to see anyone else alive. But then all of a sudden, you see this thing. It looks like a shadow, and it slowly sneaks up behind him. And you guys are kind of pounding on the glass, but he can't hear you because there's an airlock. He can't hear you, and
Brick.
all of a sudden, this thing takes him and rips his head off, and then starts ripping his flesh from his body until all of a sudden, all you see is a vertebrae just held in a shadow, and it just falls down. And that is your commander.
So,
The shadow then disappears, and you hear skittering in the wall.
we're going. We're going to die. I must not go down without a fight. Where are my books?
Apollo.
2B, right? 2B.
2B.
I said that's the name of the room that I put them in. Okay. I guess that would be like...
Yes, Natoli, how can I help you?
Are they in that ship, or are they that thing that just ate our captain?
They are they. They are all that is, and all that ever will be.
So we are they. Okay. I'm
Working
going to...
theory. Sorry.
No, you're good. You can go.
Working theory. That ship out there, hunting bug that we picked up.
Okay. Okay, that... I need... an idea is gelling in my mind. I don't want to die. I want some form of immortality. And there's only one way to obtain that. So I'm just going to leave. I'm going to leave you. Bye. I'll be back in a minute.
Apollo comes over the intercom. He says,
You asked me about them. They won Project Starburst. They initiated Project Starburst. What you see outside the window is a form of black hole.
Wait. Giant explosion, size of a star, maybe even to create a star, getting pulled into a black hole. To fuel them, just give them energy. Does Project Starburst basically create a new sun, or save the universe, or make another, like, Big Bang or something? Oh, there's so many questions. So little time for answers. I'm going to find my books. I don't know what you guys are doing.
I'm gonna try to hack the door and get into the captain's chambers.
okay. So before, Obadiah, before you leave, you see him trying to get into the door. Atoli, go ahead and roll 8d6.
Well, he told us to get down here, so I was hoping the door was going to be open.
There's an airlock.
Gotcha.
Are we so sure it was him that told us to get down here?
Yeah.
That is a success. Go ahead and narrate what you find on the other side of the door.
Okay, so we got there, we found the airlock, we were pounding on the door trying to warn the captain because apparently somebody else was trying to get in here earlier and broke the keypad. Well, the same way Sarah broke the keypad earlier. So Atoli goes up there and kind of mixes some wires and hot.
Hot wires?
Hot wires, thank you. He hot wires the door so it rolls open and there's just blood and viscera and that smell, that disemboweled smell would just hit all of our faces as soon as that thing opens. The captain might not be alive, but maybe he has key card, access code. I will try to access his computer from here and see if I can shut down Starburst. If maybe he has something on him. I am not military. I do not know how these things work.
There isn't very much of a body anymore to
Is there any
search,
clothes?
but there are
Was there clothes or? Yeah, I mean, look through the clothes and stuff like that.
Okay.
I mean, Sarah, would you know what the card would look like?
I've been absolutely frozen for the past several minutes, and that sort of snaps me out. I was like, it's small, white, looks like a credit card. Should be around his neck or in his pocket. Well, I guess he doesn't have a neck anymore. Oh God. Yeah. It's it.
Go ahead.
I don't know.
Go ahead and search his clothing. As you're searching his clothing, it is laying in just a pile of gore. Your hands get bloody, and as you try to wipe your hands away, you get most of it off your hands, but your hands are dyed red, and you have that irony smell every time you wipe a tear away or you wipe your face or anything like that.
So, after watching the captain get ripped to shreds by a creature in a room, you decide the next step is to go in the room.
We heard the creatures get her
Cool.
away.
Okay, that's true. That's true.
All right, and what do you find on the body?
So, do I need to roll anything? Or?
Yeah, because if you're gonna find what I think you find, you might have to get a little harder than that.
Okay. 76. Right.
Yep. Oh boy. We now lose our.
Oh,
next
wait,
commander.
you can burn a virtue.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Actually,
My.
you cannot because there are no ones.
Oh, that's true.
Oh.
Only when you're on your brink can you re-roll the whole entire set of dice.
Oh,
So-
that sucks.
Unfortunately, that is. So what does that make? We're on the 7th candle now.
Yes.
We take like a 5-minute break.
Absolutely, yes, we can.
That would be.
So we're on candle number 7, right? After we blow this one out.
Yeah.
All right. And that gives me 3 in the die pool. All right, yeah, let's go ahead and take a 5-minute break, and once we all get back, we'll continue.